I am a boom operator.
We might be done by then.
The sound chases the actors around with a microphone.
It's maddening. Turn left here, turn right here.
Believe it or not, people don't recognize really what we do because we have to be invisible, like we're not there. You'll have people go, oh, that was such a great shot, or oh, that really was framed so nice. But they don't realize what a boom man has to go through to get really good sound. You've got stuff on the ceilings, you've got pots and pans like yesterday in the kitchen, you've got lights, you've got flags. You've got to be able to move around without making noises and being distracting to the actor. But by and large, you have to do everything without really being seen.
Does he have the soup?
I have the soup!
You're sleeping again? You had a nap this morning before we left.
Kind of have to take your invisible pill, I call it. I'm going through stuff that I know relating to parents that are getting older. It's amazing because we have to listen to the dialogue, and your own personal life can get really involved because I'm a pretty emotional, sensitive person. And when I get involved in the performances, having been an actor, I get caught up in their performances, and it's moving and it's exhausting sometimes.
She couldn't count to the 8 more and 8 and 7 and oh, good job, Ruth.
Yeah, I do. About 700 feet less than yours, but a gay couple redid it. So, but you know what that means.
I don't.
Just feeling like you're told what to do. Society kind of puts these limitations on you, and you just kind of get numb, and you just kind of check out, and it's really easy to do that. So it's nice to have material that's fun to listen to, it's fun to anticipate, and it's really a joy to work with actors that are seasoned, that have been around for years.
The truth is, I didn't recognize her, the bathing cat, first. Then I didn't get much practice with Erica.
My name is Justin Ryan Dixon, and I am the gaffer on this shoot. Gaffer is the right-hand man to the cinematographer. It carries out the lighting orders that the cinematographer gives.
Yeah, it might be full.
Bringing your own experience to the movie, the sense of storytelling through lighting, constantly suggesting things and putting your own artistry that you've developed, your intuition, your instinct. That is one thing that I think, makes a difference, is when you have something to bring to it as well. The small, intimate crews, being able to be working with people who have, 15, 20 years, 30 years of experience. I'm a young filmmaker, I only have 5 years. And so seeing what people have been doing for 30 years, 25 years, 20 years is big for me because I'm learning so much, developing relationships, being able to call on people who have, more experience than I do to help me out with things in your learning.
How's my lighting on you right now?
It's amazing. I did it.
Yeah.
Basically, where the director puts together their vision, and we are sort of the soldiers. We just make sure that everything that's needed to fulfill that vision is there for them on set. And I run the day. I schedule in. This is the third of these that I've done, and they're just such quality pieces. Justin, let me know when you're good.
Copy, will do.
Thank you.
All right. How'd you sleep?
Good.
My name's Amy Lippman, and I wrote and directed the Ruth and Erica segment of the series. Well, I'd worked with Jeff Juror on a series that I produced alongside some other writer-producers last season, and it was a difficult production because we were writing and producing it we were writing it and posting it in Los Angeles, but it was shooting in Dallas. So I saw Jeff on very rare occasions, but I thought his work was beautiful, and he worked under horrible conditions. We were shooting in Dallas in the middle of the summer. I think he shot something like 30 consecutive days in temperatures over 105 degrees. So when I called him up when this opportunity became available to me, and I said, this is not a good gig. This is a gig to say no to. And I actually said it to him many times. I won't be upset if you say no to this, because everyone is making huge sacrifices to work on a project like this. But I think part of the appeal to Jeff, maybe he would say something different, but I think part of the appeal was to actually work with a director whose work as a writer he respected, but who actually needed him a lot. I mean, he wasn't simply taking those instructions from me, he was making lots of suggestions about what we could do. And interestingly enough, also on this, and it's a function of how low budget or how limited our resources have been on this, but he also camera operated. And one thing that allows you to do is when your DP is behind the camera is he can grab things. He can say to you, he did one shot where he tracked Lois as she moved through the kitchen and just found a coffee cup and just stayed on that coffee cup long enough to make it sort of a transitional piece. And I didn't call out for it, but he found it as he was shooting it. And I loved how many moments that he found because he was behind the camera.
My name is Ernesto Martinez. I'm the costume designer on Ruth and Erica, and happy to be doing it. Well, the costume designer basically does it styles the look and the feeling of the wardrobe for the show. Based on reading the script, I break down the script and figure out what's the best. What would be the looks or what these characters would wear, befitting the script. Ruth is she's an older woman. She and Harry have been married, I'm thinking over 50 years, and Harry's going senile. He has been in business all his life and very successful, and he's losing his mind, so to say, and they live in a beautiful home in San Francisco. Erica is a landscape artist, and I wanted to dress Erica in a very earthy sort of way, and Ruth and Harry, I wanted them to look like people that lived in Pacific Heights all their lives, and were affluent at one time, and now they're not as busy and much more relaxed in their life and not quite ready to give up their home. So they have a very a little dressy feel to them, but still very casual. They're very down-to-earth people, and they're simple people.
Still a nice girl.
I am in the process doing cost reports. And a cost report is basically at the beginning of a show, we make a budget for what we think the series is going to be, and a cost report is how we track all of those expenses. So what I'm doing right now is reconciling the cost report to the budget to make sure that everything is jiving.
I thought producing was glamorous. I thought you spend time at cocktail parties.
You know, I too thought that producing was glamorous. I had high hopes. I was going to be wearing fancy dresses and push-up bras and my makeup being done all the time. But it's not. It really is eating corned beef hash, cold coffee, and poring over numbers. That's what this really is. And nobody really knowing exactly what you do, and they like it that way. Because once you become visible to them, that's when you know there's a problem.